What's up YouTube, Don here. In this video we're gonna do a Leetcode Grindstream. I got a interview coming up with Meta, so I thought I'd just live stream my Leetcode grind sessions and we're gonna see how I approach problems. So if you guys enjoy these live streams like this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, as it really helps support the channel and lets you know that you enjoy content like this. So as you can see here, this is my Leetcode profile. Feel free to follow me and whatnot. But anyway, I'm just gonna go and do my thing. Feel free, guys, to make a donation. Hope you guys are having a happy new year, and then let's do it. I'm gonna try my best to like vocalize my thoughts and stuff like that. If you got any advice for me, I would love to hear it. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, we're just gonna do it. So I'm gonna go over here and then top Facebook questions. Oh shit. So as you can see here, I do have Leetcode Premium, so yeah. Let's see, so today I'm going to do minimum remove to make valid parentheses. So as you can see, I was already working on it actually. I didn't manage to get the running solution quite yet, but I'm gonna reset from the beginning. Got an online whiteboard. So given a string of S is equal to basically open bracket, close bracket, and lowercase English letters, your task is to remove the minimum number of parentheses in any position so that resulting parentheses string is valid, and return any valid string. Formally, a parentheses string is valid if and only if the empty string contains all the lowercase letters, can be written as ABA, where ABA are valid strings. It can be written as A, where A is a valid string. So I'm going to go through and see how I'm going to do this. So LEE T C O D E. So if I can see here, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change color and have a little pointer here, my index pointer. Fuck off. Let's see, how the hell here we go. So if I look here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my I pointer. I'm going to go to E. E is not a character. E is not in parentheses. I'm going to create a stack here. No, I don't like that color. So I'm going to try to add this to the stack. So I'm going to add this one. Then T is not. And basically what I'm doing here is I'm vocalizing my thoughts pretty much. And I can see here that the value on top of the stack is equal to where I am right now, which is I. So I'm going to add that to the stack as well. So we're going to add that here. I'm going to move this over. C is not. And then I'm gonna go here. I can see here that this is a closed bracket and the top is going to be an open bracket. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually write that down. Current character I is a closed bracket. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop from stack. And pop from stack. I'm going to see if this works actually. I don't actually know if it's going to work, so I'm trying to visualize my thoughts here. We're going to remove that. We're going to move I over to this one. We see that it is the opposite value in the stack. So we're going to remove that. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. And then lasso tool. Gonna move this here, and I see here that my stack's actually empty. So since my stack is empty, then if the stack is empty, then I'm going to remove that character. So that's my theory right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to test it with different examples. So I'm going to have this one as well. So we're going to erase this one. Shouldn't have done that. We'll see if it covers all the edge cases, right? Because that's something that's really important. So we're going to go A, change that to black. B, C, D. All right, so that's going to be our string. We'll see if this works, right? So I'm going to go over here, A, then we see here that this is a non-matching parenthesis. We see that our stack is empty, and this is an opposite character. So we're actually going to write down one of those conditions. If we have a closing parentheses and the stack is empty, we're going to remove that character, right? So that's going to be it. So since we have an opposite parentheses, what we're going to do is we're actually going to remove this, right? And then we're going to move on. B, C. So this one's an open parenthesis, so we're going to add that to the stack over here. So we see here that we're going to add this over here. And then we're going to move on. C. And then closing parentheses here, right? And then D, right? So Actually, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to close it. So we're going to remove it from the stack. And that's going to be basically how we do that. So there are two ways actually that I'm thinking of doing this. We can either make a copy of each character if it's not a parenthesis, right? So if it's an open parenthesis, we want to add it to the stack and then add it to the character. Or we could go and do it manually. That's two ways that I'm thinking here. So we'll see, and then we're going to cover the edge case as well. So I'm going to remove this. So this is something that we also need to cover, right? What happens if we have open parentheses but no closed parentheses? I think it makes sense that we have the closed parentheses and open parentheses, but this is also something that we could end up having a situation of. So I'm gonna manually go through and I'm gonna see if I can figure out a example here. So let's see. So I know that my stack is empty here and we have a closing parenthesis, so we're gonna remove it. And then I'm going to go here. I'm gonna move this over. I'm gonna remove it. We're gonna go here. So there are two ways that I'm thinking of doing this. So I'm gonna actually visualize it here. So in conclusion, this is going to be a non-empty stack when we get to the end of the character array. So I'm thinking if we get open parentheses, we're gonna loop through the stack again. So if stack is not empty, what we're going to do is we're going to purge all the values from the array because we're going to be left over with those values. So that's what I'm thinking right now is a possible solution here. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually put this into an actual solution here. And as you can see, I'm doing it in Python, by the way. So if stack is empty and current character is an open parentheses, add to the stack. So stack dot append. If stack is empty and current character is an closing parentheses, remove the closing parentheses from the string and don't add to the stack. Alright, so I'm getting a little bit distracted here. I'm going to look at some of the comments here, see if anyone's watching. I'm just doing this alone. I'm just broadcasting my Leetcode grind sessions. Again, if you guys enjoyed it, feel free to leave a donation. Feel free to support the channel. Really helps support us, you know. So I'm going to go to YouTube Studio here. Or are you gonna crush it? Thank you very much. Rather be canceled. Thanks for tuning in. Again, if you guys want to support the channel, feel free to do so. And yeah. Alright. Anyway, getting a little bit distracted here. So let's see, if stack is empty and current character is a closing parentheses, remove the closing parentheses on the string, add to stack. If stack value at the top of the stack is open and the value at the bottom of the stack is not, at the current character is closing parentheses, then pop from the stack, do nothing with the character. So if value at the top of the stack is close and the value at the current character so value at the top of the stack, that doesn't make any sense. So let's see, if stack is empty and current character is a closing parentheses, remove the closing parentheses on the string. If value at the top of the stack is open and the value of the current character, then pop from the stack, do nothing with the character. Okay, cool. So if I look here, this is going to be a one-pass solution. So if I think properly, it's going to be O of n for time complexity and O of n for space complexity. How the fuck do I close this shit? Sometimes Leetcode's UI drives me nuts, to be honest with you. Like, see how these like fucking buttons here? What the hell, man? Layouts. So stack is equal to char in S. If not stack, if char is equal to closing parentheses, we're going to remove the closing parentheses from the string. So I believe the way to do this is actually char is not really the best thing. I think we need to access the index. So index char in enumerating S. If not stack, I'm going to move my microphone aside here. If char is equal to closing parentheses, what I want to do is I want to represent S to be S. I think it's S of I plus S of I plus 1, I believe. I have to double check on that. We're going to debug later. But that's what I think right now. I think I'm going to look that up online. Okay, so I think I'm gonna separate this into a list so that I can remove that certain character. So we're gonna represent S as list of S. So instead of doing this stupid character manipulation here, I'm going to, so S dot remove at index I. So slices could be a way to do it. Alright, so it's going to be del S at index I else if stack is empty and the current character is in open parentheses. So stack dot append jar. So that fulfills the if not stack. So this means that there are values at the top of the stack. So if the value at the top of the stack is open and the value of the current character is closing parentheses, is equal to open parentheses and char is equal to closing parentheses. All we need to do is pop from the stack. So I think that's the only case here. So I think what I need to do here is I'm going to print out my stack to see where we are with this and what S is. Let's see what she does. Oh, it should be index. So stack is empty there. All right, that is exactly what I wanted to do, so that is great. A, B, C, D. This one is incorrect though, I think. So the edge case is what we need to cover here and what needs to be fixed. It seems like the character is over here. So we're adding things to the stack, if not stack. So this one should be over here. Stack -1 and char is -1. Then let's see. Let's see, so the stack is currently this over here, and then so I'm actually gonna implement my logic where I would print stack, then we're going to print the string, which is S, and let's see what she does. So I'm actually going to remove these two test cases since I'm not too concerned about that. I want to make sure that I'm covering the edge case here. So this one will remove this one, but the string is actually still populated, so I'm missing some certain factors here that's preventing me from having it accepted. So I'm going to go back to the drawing board literally, and we're going to actually go through and see what's up here. Alrighty, so I'm going to copy this again. Alright, so let's see here. So let's see, so this one is a non-open parentheses and stat. So my code is gonna delete at that index. So that's gonna be removed. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Right? If not stack, delete s at index. Okay, that's what I want. I'm gonna go here. It should delete this one, but it's not. And why is that occurring? Let's try elif. No, that's not it. So it is appending to the stack, but it's not actually doing anything. Let's see, so I should have it such that the stack is over here. Oh shit, what the hell am I doing? Okay, so the stack is what I wanted to do, but it's the second removal that's actually the problem. So if I implement this while stack here, what we need to fix is the stuff over here, right? If not stack. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get some water. So, I'll see you in a bit. Alright y'all, I'm back. Just have to get a little bit of water here, and we're back to business. Looks like your stream is frozen, what the fuck? Anyway, so it looks like I'm gonna keep going regardless here. Let me actually just retest the test cases here. Okay, so that broke my code. That's not good. Alright, so I think I'm at time. I don't want to spend too much time at the what do you call it? Just trying to bang my head, trying to figure out the solution. So, how long have I spent doing this problem actually? I think the stream's already been going on for like 30 minutes, so I'm gonna see what we got over here. So it looks like they made a copy of split string, which is along the lines of what I was trying to do. So let's see. Let's start by looking at what it means for the parentheses of a string to be valid, but if and only if these two conditions are met. So they did use a stack solution. I think their solution's kind of shitty though, to be honest with you. I'm gonna look at all the other solutions because I don't really understand it. Alright, let me play some music here. As you can see here, I'm really fucking dumb, but we're gonna get there one day. I don't know if I'm gonna pass, but if I live stream these kind of videos, at least you know I'm dumb. So they did the other way around. Oh shit. So this is actually the solution that I was trying to do. But I think I did it like a weird ass way, to be honest. So if char is equal to open parenthesis, if stack.pop, else s of I is equal to okay, that makes sense. So I was on the right track here, but I was just almost there, but I just set some of the stuff a little bit differently here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my pseudocode. So iterate. So what I like to do when I'm solving these problems is I like to create pseudocode. I don't like to look at the problem too much. So I am on the right track here. So are still characters to be removed from the stack. Remove those characters at by popping from the stack. Turn the answer. Initiate stack and convert string to list of string characters. So I am going to remove all of this, delete all of this, and go based on my pseudocode here. So it seems to be complete. Oh, it's just like I have to do. I have to implement. Char is equal to closing string. So check if it's an opening parentheses. If so, add to the stack. Append char. If character is a close parentheses, pop. Otherwise, delete the character. Set index is equal to nothing. Set value is equal to nothing. And we're going to see what she does. List indices must be integers or slices, not str. What the hell did they do? Oh, they used the indices. That's why. Okay. So it looks like I do need to revisit this problem. So I'm going to add this here. Redo. Alright, so join S. Cool. So it ended up working, but I do need to revisit it at some point. We might end up doing it tomorrow. But yeah, that's going to be question one. Now I'm going to move on to something a little bit different. As you can see here, I'm being very transparent. I still do need a lot of work to do, to be honest with you, but I'm going to live stream it here so that you can kind of see my thought process in some of it. And if you guys that are a little bit better at Leetcode want to chime in here, feel free to do so. Always looking for more and better advice here. So yeah, simplify path. So given a string path, which is an absolute path to a file or directory in a Unix style file system, convert it to the simplified canonical path. In a Unix style file system, a period refers to the current directory, a double period refers to a current directory at a level, and multiple consecutive slashes are treated as a single slash. For this problem, any other format of periods, such as ... are treated as file directory names. Okay, so for a double period, I need to go up a level. Let's see, let's write that down real quick here. Double period, go up, single slash here. Any other format of periods are treated as file directory names. Let's see, so if I see a double slash, then I know I want to treat it as a single slash, as I can see here. So trailing slash is removed. So that's something I can do right away, right? So if I have a string over here, if I go based on the example here, so slash home slash, I would check my last character and see if it's equal to the slash, and if so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually remove it, right? And then that way I'm going to be at home here, which ends up being the answer to this. So that's actually something I could do. I could check the last character in all cases. If the last character is a check if the last character is equal to that, remove. So that's something I could write down right away. AKA slash remove it. Okay, so if we have it such that we have multiple dots, period refers to current directory. So that should be something I also need to consider. So if it's a single dot, then I would need to pass that one, right? So one thing I want to consider is if this one over here. So for this example, I just want to see some edge cases over here. And I am solving this problem for the first time, as you can see. So what would happen if we had 4 dots, right? What would it return? Okay, so we actually need to leave it if it's 4 dots. Interesting. Now another test case that I'm thinking of as well that we might need to consider is, what if we had like that? So it actually removes all the characters and just passes by with the backslashes. So let's see, I want to make sure that I'm testing out other characters as well. So why don't we try home slash dot 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 slash some random slash dot dot slash foo, something like that. What would that give us? So foo would go up a level, so it would actually bring that over there. Another test case I'm actually curious about is, I'm doing a lot of test cases here, but this is how I'm going to understand the problem so that we're not missing any edge cases here. So foo, another edge case that I'm thinking of right here is bar. What would happen if that was the case here? Interesting. What's happening here? Not understanding this problem. So, case 7 is quite interesting. A period refers to the current directory. A double period refers to the directory up a level. So foo moves up a level, but then when you add bar, it removes down a level. So let's see here. I'm going to do another test case here, except I'm going to remove these two characters and see what happens. So it's almost like it's jumping, if I understand this correctly. Hold on, that's pretty interesting. So foo goes up a level. Home is a directory. Bar is a directory. So foo jumps up, it kind of supersedes the next directory up. The value before it. So if I understand this correctly, if we have it, this one, this is actually pretty insightful, right? So if I have home, let's see, so I'm gonna keep this over here. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot. Foo. I can't draw right now. And then bar. So if I split the string here, it's going to turn into home, dot, 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 that, foo, dot, dot, and then bar. Okay, that's interesting. So we have home and triple dot. We see here we iterate, and then we see a double dot, right? So if we see a double dot, we look to the left, and we're going to remove this, right? Accept all cookies, I don't give a shit. And then now foo is going to be, then this one will be bar, so it's going to remove foo over here. And then obviously we're going to need to remove this one as well, and this one as well, because we're going up a level. And what would that leave us? That leaves us with home, dot, 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 bar. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so okay, that's interesting. So I think we're starting to get somewhere now. Took us a while to get there, but you know, I'm starting to make some progress here. So early pseudocode. getting a little bit distracted here, but just looking at the comments here. But if you guys are just tuning into here, we're just grinding some Leetcode here and preparing for my meta interview. And welcome to donations, as it really helps support the channel here. But yeah, we're just grinding Leetcode here. I'm showing my thought process. I'm being very transparent here. I am not the best at Leetcode. I actually haven't done it in months. Like, if you kind of look at my Leetcode profile, you can see here that I just started back on the Leetcode grind because I just literally got reached out over the holidays by a meta recruiter. I haven't scheduled the interview quite yet. It's probably going to be later on in the month. I'm going to show some of my experiences at that particular point in time. But yeah, I mean, that's what we're going to do here. So back to the question. So split the string by check marks. So actually that kind of brings me to the another test case that I'm thinking of as well is, what if we had this one? That's another test case that I'm running into that might happen. Wait, where is it? Where's my test case? Where's my test case? Oh, there it is. So double dot at the beginning would just mean that you're going to purge that particular dot, right? So that's something that edge case here is if the index is at the first value, then we just want to remove the actual double dot. All right, so let's see here. If current array value is a slash, then remove that slash. That's another thing that we're going to run into over here. Any other formats of periods are going to be treated as a directory, so that shouldn't be a big deal. So that's what I'm thinking of, is going to be kind of a pseudocode that we can think of here. Split by so split path. Let's see if it gets us what we want here. Okay, cool. That's exactly what we want. And since this one is a joined by a backslash here, you can see here that backslash, and it should return a backslash here. Okay. I want to see the double dot cases though. So that one will be just passed. That one will be backslash none. Okay, so that one's gonna be, foo's gonna delete this one. All right. That you have home over there. All right, that sounds good. And foo bar. Alrighty, so yeah, that kind of makes sense here. So that's exactly what I want to do. So iterate through the string. Value in enumerate split path. So if value is equal to double dot, if index is greater than 0, then we want to remove the value before it, right? So we are going to delete string at index +1 equals, so that's going to be along the lines of what we wanted before. Let's see. Oh, split path. Split path at index is equal to nothing. So we're gonna print split path and see what she does. So that's actually not doing what I want it to do. I want to make sure that I'm deleting the right thing. So so it's actually not printing anything. That's interesting. So this one should be equal to 0, not greater than 0. That's my mistake there. So it should go after the index value. Okay. So I'm an idiot. So excellent. That's what I wanted to do. So if index is equal to 0, I want to delete the next value, or the current value rather. Oh, what am I doing? Index minus 1, delete split path at index. There we go. I'm just looking at the wrong one. Okay, good. Dot 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 foo. What? Oh wait, wrong one. If index is equal to 0, what am I doing? This one should be over here, and this one should be over here. No wonder it's not working the way I envisioned it. Da-da-da-da. Or maybe not. Oh, what am I doing? I'm doing 2 of them. There we go. Kind of. So value is I'm going to isolate this one because this is the one I'm most concerned about. Oh, it is deleting it, but it's not deleting the actual character. So I'm more concerned with case 6. Hold up. That's not right. I have no idea how long I've been doing this problem for, but it's been quite a while. I kind of have an idea of what I need to do. I just can't put it into code. So let's see. Ba 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 ba. Alright, so I'm just going to read some of the comments that I got over here. So, from Ray, I just wanted to stop by and say that I really enjoy your videos, especially the one about mobile dev and insights. Keep them coming. Can't stay, but hope your interview goes well. Benezer says, how are you selecting the questions you do? Are you doing blind 75 or something else? So, Benezer, what I'm doing is I'm actually doing the Facebook Top 100 right now, which is Leetcode Premium subscription here. So I'm gonna actually go back here and show you. So I was talking to an engineer at Facebook, and he did recommend that you do the top Facebook 100 questions. So this is only with premium, which I did pay out of pocket for, unfortunately. So yeah, there are about 50 questions here. I've solved quite a few of them, but I'm working right now on the problems that I haven't solved quite yet. So how I'm structuring this is I'm gonna focus on the top acceptance rate ones, and then I'm gonna go downwards from there, right? Now, a lot of the problems that I've done here, I haven't done in a while, so I will end up getting to them at some point, but I think early on, when my brain is fresh, because what I find is when I'm doing problems past like 2 or 3 p.m., my brain basically turns into mush. So it's kind of like I'm trying to take advantage to solve new problems here. Now, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to solve problems within 30 minutes or so. And then if I can't, then I'm going to look at the answers and try to reverse engineer my way towards it. So I'm not going to be an expert, you know, this going to be one take of me trying to figure out the problem live. So yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do here, you know. So anyway, we're gonna get back to the question here. Where am I? Let's see. So foo bar. So the two edge cases it seems to be here is they actually didn't give any examples of single dots actually. So I'm actually gonna make some of the single dots here. How the fuck do I create more test cases? I think I maxed out my test cases here. So I'm actually gonna delete some of them here because it's gonna be kind of redundant, like case 5. Case 8. So I'm going to create foo.bar. Let's see what she does. Oh. Just gonna put double dot detected for now. So here we see double dot detected, double dot detected. So what I want to do is I want to remove the value previous to that. All right. Case 8, so single dot detected. So if I understand this correctly, print value to remove will be So what I want to do is I want to remove the actual value at the index. So I'm going to go, I think I called it split path. Index rather. So that's going to, since it's not equal to 0, it's going to be greater. So I'm going to make sure that I do, the index beforehand. I'm going to go to case 8. Value to remove will be split path at index. So since I know that I'm going to be deleting that particular value, so foo bar, and all I'd have to do here is I just have to rejoin it with each character being between them, right? So that covered the single dot. I think the toughest part is doing the double dot. So value to remove, split path at index -1. That is what I wanted to do. Oh my god. Second to remove will be So since I know that case 8 is going to be good to go, I'm going to remove it. And I'm going to isolate it down to some of the... So this one is case 4. I think case 4 is kind of redundant, so we don't really need that anymore. So home foo. Okay, that is that test case I'm not too concerned about. So it's going to be case 5, case 6 that I'm most concerned about. Or actually not too much of case 6, to be honest with you. Or maybe. What did I put as case 6? Because I think it rearranged it. I'm going to run it again. So second value to remove is going to be that one. Okay, that makes sense. So after removing that, we're going to be left with foo. Value to remove will be foo. That's exactly what I want. All right, that is exactly what I need. Okay. Delete split path at index 1. Then delete split path at index. All right, so that is good to go. Let's see what she does. Okay, that should not happen. home, food. Okay, good. Okay, interesting. Why is it deleting the index value? So value to remove is that, and then second value to remove is that, so we're left with foo. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, good. And foo bar, that makes sense. What are we talking about? Ow. That I can't get a job. I have almost lost the life for coding. Any advice? So I think it comes down to setting reasonable expectations, right? When I got out of school, I basically I basically did not get a job for 2 years. And I admit I wasn't really trying that hard. I was just sending out cold applications. So there's going to be the tactical advice there, right? But there's also going to be the how much effort are you really putting into coding? You can see here that I'm doing this on a Sunday or a Saturday morning, right? It's like how much effort are you willing to put? Are you willing to put in late nights, right? And in terms of I'm assuming that you mean lost the passion for coding, and you're never going to actually be passionate about things like on a consistent basis. It has to really come from discipline and a drive to achieve what you want to achieve, right? And what do I mean by that? I think what it really comes down to is really comes down to how bad do you want it, right? Because are you that type of person that is going to be passionate about solving problems, right? If it's not, then honestly, like coding's not going to be the coding's not going to be for you, you know? But I think that's really what it comes down to is one, how much effort are you willing to put into it? Two, how much discipline do you have? And then three, you know, setting reasonable expectations. So if you're putting 1, 2 hours, 3 hours a day, it is going to take you longer than if somebody who's uh, putting 8 hours a day into lead coding. I know that when I was back home and I was on holiday, I spent a lot of time on lead code and I was able to progress a lot quickly. So as a result, I was able to get the results. I would be able to get the results that I'm looking for a lot quicker. On the flip side, if you don't have that much time, maybe you should set aside 3 or 5 years to actually achieve that. Because I think one of the main problems that I experience and a lot of people on the channel experience is they set unrealistic expectations, right? Especially in the market that we are currently living in right now, it's going to take you a lot longer to actually uh, get the results. So that guy, I really hope that advice really helped you out. Let me know if you have any other questions. All right, so back to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask ChatGPT, my good old friend here. Oops. Stupid. So that's a good point. So there's two ways that I'm thinking to approach this actually. If I get a double dot, then I would, and my index is equal to 0. What I want to do is I want to make a copy of the string. So I'm going to have answer is equal to, if index is equal to 0, so if value is equal to here, so let's say that we had home here. Let's see what we get. Just gonna do continue for now. I want to delete the element beforehand. Okay. 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 All right. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, if answer at -1 is equal to that, we're going to remove it. So Okay, so home. So since I'm going to add it, I think I'm going to remove the one at the beginning too, because it's not entirely all that relevant. I just want to double check to see if all my outputs are what I want it to be. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Maybe not. Home food, good, very nice. Hmm? Okay, so another thing that I gotta deal with is this thing in the middle. So I can iterate. All right, Miran. Hi, Donald. Hope you're doing well. How has your experience with formation been so far? So that's a great question. I actually really like it. I'm actually on break from formation right now, but I think what's really valuable with them is the engineering method, which is basically what I'm doing to solve problems that I haven't seen before. Exactly what I'm doing here. So what I'm doing here is I'm exploring the problem. I'm using print statements to kind of debug, create a pseudocode. We're going to analyze the time complexity as well. So it's really helped me. It is yet to be seen how it's going to affect my actual interview performance. Because to be honest with you guys, I haven't had interviews in quite a while, right? So I'm going to use the engineering method to see if I can pass the interviews basically, and if so, I will report back on the results. But in terms of experience, I've been enjoying it so far. So yeah. I'm going to use ChatGPT to get me the syntax here. What if I remove this? Alright, cool. That's what I want. Alright, so we're going to define return to be plus join answer. We're going to print that value. Just make sure that we get the right string here. Home backslash home plus foo, home plus foo, home plus bar, excellent, excellent, and excellent. All right. So I'm hoping that this is going to get accepted. Excellent. Oh, shit. So I'm actually missing some of the edge cases at the end here. Fuck. Alright, I will be right back. What the hell? Thank you, Moran, for your comment. So I'm going to use this test case as well. What should we return? Pesky, pesky, pesky. So if we get a single dot, I have that here. I'm not going to add it to my answer. So I'm going to actually reverse engineer this and see what. Alright, so what do we get for answer here? If answer at the top is equal to answer.remove, interesting. Let's see what it prints out afterwards. That's why. let's ask my good old friend ChatGPT, because this seems to make sense, but I don't know why it's not working. Glance at index, or not index, but rather I. Let's see if that works. Interesting. That's not what we should have it. All right. All right. Let's see here. Ah, I see. So I need to modify that to this. Run. Okay, so it was like a syntax problem. Reset test cases. Run. Accepted. Submit. Aw, man. Okay, fuck it, man. Alright, I'm gonna run to the washroom real quick here, but I'll be right back, guys. Alright, and we're back. Alright, so let's get back to work and try to figure this shit out. I do not understand C++. Alright, so we're gonna take a little break here. I gotta order food anyway for me to get delivered. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take a look at some of the comments that we have over here. Where are we? YouTube Live. I'm just viewing this on Safari, so you guys probably won't see my screen. But yeah. So we got no interesting comments here so far. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. I'm over here just solving Leetcode problems, getting ready for my meta interview. You know, I haven't done Leetcode in so long, to be honest with you. So it's gonna be an interesting experience, you know. I mean, the last time I interviewed at a big fan company would probably be it's probably been like probably TikTok. I think the last time I interviewed for a big tech company was with TikTok, and they asked me a Q question. I don't remember the exact details, but obviously I didn't really get it, but it is what it is. I think the way I'm really approaching this is every interview is an opportunity to learn, right? So I mean, that's kind of how I'm approaching this. So, yeah, I mean, whether it works or not is irrelevant. I just want to make sure that I'm sharing my experiences with you guys, because at the end of the day, you know, my failures will hopefully turn into your success, you know? So, it is what it is, and yeah, so just ordering some food right now, getting a little bit distracted here. You know, a man's gotta eat, you know what I mean? So, gotta have some energy. I mean, for me, when I grind Leetcode, I also don't eat anything beforehand. So, I really practice intermittent fasting. I do find that it works pretty well for me. because I find the minute that I start eating food, my stomach just gets like really, really heavy, right? It could be attributed to the fact that I'm uh, eating like really heavy foods, but regardless of that, that's what I found. So I haven't actually eaten anything today, so I think I should really get some calories in, to be honest. I think I'm gonna go on the stream for a little bit longer as well, and I'm gonna end the stream and maybe I'm gonna restart it. I do have a hockey game that I'm going to today. Just seeing the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the San Jose Sharks. Go Leafs, go! So that's gonna be a little bit of fun, and then we're gonna do another Leetcode grind stream tomorrow at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We're going to do the exact same thing that we're doing over here, just showing you and being completely transparent and seeing how I solve problems. So yeah, I hope you guys join me for that particular stream. And yeah, if you guys do enjoy this stream, make sure that you let me know in the live chat below. Feel free to send a donation. Everything really is appreciated. I do recognize that I haven't posted in a long time. I was on vacation, so it's good for me to be back. It's good for me to create content for you guys, and I love you guys. Keep it up, and I'm here to share my story and really be open and transparent, right? So I'm just gonna order my food here quick here, being like a true engineer, ordering shit on Instacart. God damn, this order's gonna arrive at like 2 o'clock in the morning. That's fucking bullshit, bro. But whatever. Alright, my order is placed, so we're gonna get back to work here. Whose man is this that put the Spanish solution? Dada un ruta absoluto un archivo convierta la ruta simplificada. Un punto se refiere. Oh, ay, ay, ay. I don't even speak Spanish, so I have no idea what he's saying. I can't read what the fuck he's saying, dude. Like, what the hell? Use test case. So he kind of used the same thing that I did. But why is my code in particular failing? Oops. Shit. Looks like my food is getting ready. Alright, I'm gonna take a little break here. I'm fucking tired, dude. Alright, so I'm gonna end the stream for a little bit. I'll be back here. I'm actually gonna run out and get my food. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!